story of an awakening after nine months bedridden. This video is not intended as an advertisement, nor is about a miracle. This is a personal story, and at the same time, a story about the extraordinary power of the human brain. This is the personal story of my 77-year-old father, who, a month after my mom passed away, one evening suddenly became motionless. His legs gave out completely. No power, no strength in his legs, and no ability to sit down and stand up. For 9 months, his condition remained unchanged. Catheters, then diapers, bed stores, lack of appetite, demented conditions, unable to feed by himself, move, care for himself. My father was stuck in the bed, completely dependent on my cares. Before Super Patch, my father was diagnosed with a cerebral hemorrhage in the left hemisphere and with right-sided paralysis. Brain scan showed atherosclerotic encephalopathy and systemic cerebral atrophy with a preponderance of external hydrocephalus. Added to this was a hypertensive kidney with renal failure and renal anemia caused by enzyme disorders. Last but not least come thrombosis and varicose vein with internal bleeding and both completely replaced knee joints, as you see on the video. As a result, my father had the disorders in speech, memory, orientation in time and space was completely absent, and above all, both legs were paralyzed. He could not even move his feet and toes. What happened 9 months later? The situation was dire, especially for my father, who loved to work in the orchard and now had to stand chained and lost interest in everything. I had almost come to terms with this situation when, right on my birthday, a former colleague greeted me and asked where I was, what happened with me. I explained shortly the situation to him, and he modestly suggested that I try the natural silicone patches with neurocodes and, without added substances and medicines, 12 kinds of patches. So I started with Victory Super Patch to increase physical energy and Focus Super Patch to improve concentration. In this video, you see how they are placed on the spine, where they are the most nerve endings and closest to the brain. You see Victory Super Patch in dark orange. And on the top, Focus Super Patch for concentration. Both I put on the spine close to the neck area. This was my choice because for me, combination works faster. What happened 9 months later? I alternate every day with different combination of patches. Then came the first results. One day Victory Super Patch and Focus Super Patch. The next day Defender Super Patch for immune system, as you see on the top, and Liberty Super Patch for muscle skeletal system. Here you see Defender Super Patch, dark blue, and this light blue, Liberty. It is good to put the patches in different place on the body, yes, but in our case, I prefer them to be on the spine and more in the occipital area. You will find out why I decided to use a combination of stickers in the following videos. After 2 weeks of using Super Patch, look what happened. As I say at the beginning, I underlined that my father had very serious chronic illnesses and we were not hoping for any miracles. However, the first result came after 2 weeks every day use of Focus Super Patch and Liberty Super Patch together. First, the demented state stopped and balance improved. Now, you see, first time he sits and first time he will try to stand up. The surge of strength in the whole body was obvious. The appetite and desire for life came back. Here in this video, you see my father, how he will stood up on his own for the first time after 9 months. For 2 weeks now, every day we have been using Liberty Super Patch, Victory Super Patch, Focus Super Patch, and Defender Super Patch. Now you see how he can move even the knees. Before he couldn't move the legs and the toes. Even he can do few steps because the strength improved. Patches with neurocodes. Super patch. Before I show you the real results, I want to briefly introduce you to the neurocodes patches that awakened my father's brain. The principle is that the skin, which is the scanner of the human body, transmits the information to the brain. In turn, the brain, in the form of electromagnetic impulses, naturally converts this information into action. Here you see the different super patches that we used for my father. For a focus super patch, for concentration, liberty super patch, for moving, for better articulation, victory super patch, increase the physical power, defender super patch, protect your immune system, NP super patch, deal with stress, freedom. If you have pain, immediately relieve the pain. So the super patches you see are a small part of the 12 kind of super patches, but in our case I used mostly those that you saw in the video. Liberty super patch for musculoskeletal system, victory super patch for physical energy, defender super patch for the immune system, which improved the blood, the power of the cells. I'm very happy with defender super patch. Peace super patch for stress relief. I use it to recover the nerve system. And freedom super patch for pain relief. Because you will see further that when the joints start to work again, my father started to have to feel more pain in the on the sides of the knee. knees. That's why we start to add the super patch freedom. After 3 weeks of using super patch, in this video you see the first steps after 3 weeks. Before, my father, he could only sit and stand up for a second. Now, after 3 weeks, he started to do first steps and to walk. Thanks to the super patch in different combinations. I underlined combinations. Depending on the activity that we want to stimulate. It was important to be patient, to be able to do everything step by step with trust in the process. Here we see first manifestations of the confidence in the gait, greater stability and the ability to make coordinated movement, especially when turning. Whole body energy, leg sensation, muscle tone recovery after 9 months stuck in bed were significantly improved, as you see. Here, after 4 weeks of using the super patch, neurocode patches, the confidence in the gait is greater, as well the stability and balance. The energy enhancing knees significantly raised up. In the case of my father, we must not forget that after a long lay-up, there is atrophy of tendons and muscles, and his knee joints are artificial, which makes it even more difficult to feel in his legs and regain muscle tone. After awakening the sensation in the legs, the first pain in the tendon and muscles appeared. Here we use the Freedom Super Patch, who is for pain relief. The legs began to regain their natural color, a sign of good blood supply to the limbs. This blood circulation improvement came with the combination of Defender Super Patch with Focus Super Patch. After 5 weeks of using super patch, neurocode patches, my father wanted to start walking with crutches instead of the walker, as you saw in the previous video. Here the posture is more upright and the state of stability in the lower back is even greater. For this purpose, I emphasize the combination of Defender Super Patch for immune system and Liberty Super Patch for muscles and skeleton system. At this stage, we are working on improvement of stability in the knees and strengthening the posture, which will help to increase the stride and improve the balance of the body when walking. Since 2 days, I have already included the PS Super Patch to restore the nervous system, with which I will speed up the process of improving all systems. Here, if you have problem with the muscle skeletal system, stress, pain, nerves, insomnia, overweight, lack of energy and concentration, we will be happy to ask your questions to email. healthyou2970792@gmail.com. As well, on WhatsApp, you see the number of WhatsApp. The Healthy You team is waiting for you.